Hello and welcome to the step-by-step video tutorial on how to register as a buyer on MarketMaker. First things first, we have to get to Louisiana MarketMaker, and to do this you will type in la.foodmarketmaker.com into your browser. Once you have arrived, please click on the register/sign up button in the top right corner. Once you have done so, you will be presented with several sign-in options. You have four. You can choose to sign in with your Amazon account, Google, or Facebook. If you wish to create a username and password from scratch, then you can also do so. To do that, please select the sign in or sign up option at the bottom. We will click sign up and move to this screen, which you will later use to type in your username and password. We haven't created one yet, so we will click sign up, and then we will have to create a username. In this case, this will be my name. I will type in A.B. Holzapfel, and I will type in an email address. I will use marketmaker@xcenter.lsu.edu. This is our email address that you can email at any time if you have questions or problems. As a password, I will use LSU Tigers 123, and now I will select sign up. I will now receive a verification code via my email, and I just received it, and the verification code is 447557. And once I press this button, I confirm, and as you can see, we now have an account. If we now select this, we can select to manage my account or add a business. If we select change my account or edit my account, I can choose to change any information. For example, the name that will be shown to others, the email address, everything will be sent to, and I can input a telephone number. In this case, this will be my office number, which you are able to call at any time if you have questions or problems. The number is 225-578-2701, and you can select to receive newsletters and messages by toggling this button. You can now, of course, go ahead and also add a business. This is what we will do, and in this case, I will pose as a buyer. Commercial buyer. I will have a wholesale business, and I will name my business Holzapfel Wholesalers, and I am going to be the owner of this fictional business. If you are not the owner but more of a manager or director of the business, or none of the above, then you can select these options as well. In this case, I am the owner, so I will click save. Now I will be getting to this screen. Here I can now input any other information that my customers will need to know. For example, general information. What is my business email? Once again, I will put in the email that I would like my customers to email to me. I will choose my marketmaker@xcenter.lsu.edu email. If I had a website, this is where I would put it in. My year founded, this depends on when you founded your business. In this case, I am creating this business in 2021. And now you can also input a description of your business. I will type in here that Holzapfel Wholesalers is interested in fruits and vegetables and located in South Louisiana since 2021. You can change whatever you would like to input as your description based on your business and what you would like to let your customers know. If you have any social networks, then you are able to link these to your profile. You can link your Facebook, your Twitter, or your Instagram to this, and I will input my actual address. In this form, I will use my office address, which is 228 Julian C. Miller Hall, in Baton Rouge. My parish is East Baton Rouge in Louisiana. The zip code is 70803. And if you would like to, then you can of course set this address to private by toggling this button. In my case, I would like to have it public so that customers can come to my business. Also, Google Maps will map out your address in order to make sure that people can use Google Maps to find you. Your mailing address, in this case my mailing address will be the same. If you have a different mailing address, for example a PO box, then you can select this here. Phones, I would use my office number for this, so 225-578-2701. I do not have an alternate phone, I do not have a fax machine. If you would like to, you can set these numbers to private. I'm of course interested in customers calling me, therefore I will keep these numbers public. Should I be an egg plant, meat plant, poultry plant, or any other plant that has a state number, then you can input this information here. My fictional business doesn't have any of this, so therefore I will not input any information there. We will click Save and then go into other options related to our profile. For example, what business type we are. In this case, I said we are a wholesaling business interested in fruits and vegetables. And we can select that here. In my case, I would be a buyer, and I am interested in wholesaling to food service as well as to farm to school, so I would be an institutional buyer. And then I will go through the other options. I will distribute what I buy, and any of these options let users of MarketMaker find you. So if the more options you select that fit your profile and your farm, the more likely people are to find it. I'm not a food or beverage service, such as, for example, a truck stop or a donut shop. I'm not a food bank. I would be a food hub aggregator. I'm not a pantry. I'm not a food service contractor. I would be anything. Das müssen wir rausnehmen. I'm not a manufacturer or merchant. I'm not processing anything. I'm not retailing it necessarily to the public. I do not offer any agritourism. I do not offer any transportation. I will deliver, but I will not transport any. And of course my wholesaling. So I will click Save and then go to the products or services that I'm offering. So here I will choose my product types. I'm going to be interested in purchasing and distributing or wholesaling fruits and vegetables, in this case strawberries. So crops and agricultural products, fruits. I said I'm interested in selling strawberries, therefore I will select them right here. You can select any other fruit or product you would like. You can then also select attributes. For example, are my strawberries all natural? Yes, they are. They are natural. I do not add any sugar. They are domestically grown from Louisiana or surrounding states. And I can also name the product forms that I will sell them in. So I can sell them to you frozen, I can sell them to you fresh, I can sell them to you refrigerated, I can sell them to you as fresh, never frozen, fresh, unprocessed, or even juiced. And then of course here is my methods of sale. This is how you would indicate to your customers how they are able to buy the product from you. I'm a wholesaler, so I would wholesale. But I will also offer to sell it to you online, and I would send it to you mail order. Once you have done so, you can select Save and then select more product types. In my case, this will be enough for this demonstration. if we now want to create an online store, should my business not have one, you can team up with Food for All. This is a separate website. This allows you to create a free online store, and it will link directly to your MarketMaker profile. This online store is completely free to use. There will be a fee assessed, a percentage, and that is paid by the buying customer. So as long as I just offer for sale, I will not incur any costs. At this point, since my business is not real, it's fictional, I will not create a Food for All account. However, if I would choose to do so, this is the button I would click, and it is very straightforward and intuitive. If I have any affiliations, for example, am I part of any Grow Louisiana or Natural Louisiana certifications, then I can, or affiliations, then I can put those affiliations here. Since my business isn't real, I do not have any affiliations. I also do not have any certifications. This could be IQF certified, good handling practices, naturally grown, organic certifications. I do not have any, but if you were, you would click on this and then enter your certification. Once again, I do not have any since this business isn't real. If you have any amenities that customers could use, for example, you offer agritourism or duty-free shopping, then you can make this known here. I do not offer any of this, so I will not select any of this. But my methods of payments are something that I would enter. For example, I'm able to sell you items through credit or debit cards. I accept checks. I also accept cash or mobile online payments. And there's other options you can choose. For example, you can select if you have any pet policies, any transportation capabilities. For example, do I have a lift platform truck? I would do delivery. I have a refrigerated truck. And then I will select Save. Now, of course, it's important for my customers to know when they can come to me in order to buy products. Here is where you would input that information. I would be open all years around, except for July and August. That's when I would go on summer vacation, and then I would take the December off for Christmas. Now, Monday through Friday, I choose not to work on Saturday and Sunday, but Monday through Friday, I would work from 8 to 5. Same on Tuesday and Wednesday. On Thursday, I will choose to work a little longer. I will work 12 hours. I will go all the way to 8 p.m. And then Friday, have a shorter day and only work until 1 p.m. And once you have selected all of these options, you can go ahead and save, and your hours have now been input. If you would like to, then you can also give information regarding your demographics, on how many acres do you currently have production. I am not growing anything myself, so this doesn't really apply to me. How many people I'm employed by my business. In my case, my fictional wholesale business would employ about 10 employees, so I will select this option. And my land situation, our warehouse, we would lease or rent the warehouse. I am personally a white male, and therefore I am none of these options. However, if I was, I can select the corresponding one that applies to me and then make it known this way that my business is either Native American owned and operated, veteran owned, Black, Asian, woman, or LGBTQ+. If you want to, you can keep the demographics private. If you would like to use it as additional advertising for your business, then please keep it public. You can select Save, and here register for any connections. As you can see, there is a lot of space here for any business connections you may have. This can be other profiles on MarketMaker or anything else that you would like. For example, farmers, ranchers. This could be other distributors. This could be schools and other businesses that are purchasing from you. There is really no limitation, and all the way at the bottom of this page we will find the cancel or new connection button. I don't have any connections, so I will cancel. Contacts, we have completed this earlier, and the only thing that's left is pictures and attachments. Here you can upload pictures as well as other files from your business, and that would allow any MarketMaker user to get a better look at who you are and what your business does or how it looks. My business isn't real, I therefore don't have any pictures or files to upload, but for your farm, for your agricultural business, for example, if you are also a wholesaler, this would be where you could upload a picture of your operation, of your workers, of your truck. And with that, you can now view your business by clicking this button. This will open your profile. As you can see, here is the name of my profile. Any social media that you would have linked will appear right here. And here is the About Us we wrote earlier. You will see there is a map of where we are located. We have an email address as well as a telephone number. And here we will have all of our business information. So we are a buyer, we act as an aggregator wholesaler, our attributes: we deliver, we have a refrigerated truck, we accept our attributes, we deliver, we have a refrigerated truck, and here are our payment methods: cash, check, online payments, and the products we offer. If you now click on these products, you will see that all of our attributes for the product and the forms it comes in, as well as the methods of sale, are displayed here. This would be true for every product that you list. MarketMaker also has a buy and sell forum. In that forum you can post anything you have to offer or anything you're looking for. In this case, I do not have any active forum postings, but if you would have any, this is where they are displayed. Any industry affiliation, certifications, and files are listed here, and our hours of operation we earlier put in, they are given right here. Now, if for any reason you need to add or alter information that's currently on this profile, then you can press this button and it will bring you back to this window. Now, if for any reason you need to deactivate this profile because you are taking a break from your business or your business is no longer existing, then you can archive it by pressing this button. Once you have done so, your business is basically no longer viewable to the users of MarketMaker. But if you later would like to reactivate your business, then all you have to do is press this button again and it will activate your business. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. I appreciate your attention. If you have any questions or concerns, then please either call at 225-578-2701 or email us at marketmaker@agcenter.lsu.edu. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.